Facebook Live event from PHLV Radio.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Mahalo Halo Las Vegas. It's your girl, Toni Rose, with my sister.
Hey, guys. It's the people's bestie, your favorite MC. It's your girl, LepaLeps. Me and Toni Rose are coming at you with big love from the 702. And, of course, keeping it live in the 725.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, girl. We got the music still going.
Yes, how's it, sister?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my God, what a week. It's a beautiful day here in Las Vegas. You know, the warm is warming.
Yes.
Not global, but just warming.
Not global, just warming.
Today was good, though. We are here. We are blessed to be back. We are just going to cover a lot of goings-ons.
Yes.
A lot of things here in the valley.
So many things happening throughout the valley. I feel like, I think this is the month of, the movement.
Celebration.
The movement is moving.
Yes.
I mean, everybody is moving and grooving here. I mean, when is it not moving and grooving here in Las Vegas? I mean, if there's not one thing going on, there's always something. There's always so many things. And so we're just so blessed and able to help share and promote and support all of these great events that are happening.
So many things. First and foremost, I want to congratulate Miss Lisa and the team at Aloha Kitchen for having their grand opening on the Charleston location.
Yes.
Do we have the address for that, sis?
The address.
Yeah, it's on Charleston. We will post it. Make sure you guys get that. We are just happy for you guys.
Yes.
It was a beautiful grand opening celebration. You know, your girl MC LepaLeps over here was on the mic.
And of course, we had the two halaus that were there they were just celebrating, and then of course brother Izzy Dub, he was there singing some songs, and then of course the new location, the new venue. I shouldn't say location because she has actually 3 other locations here throughout the valley, and so this is her 4th location that she's opening up. And so for her to have that there, it's just great to have them coming in and celebrating. So we were able to be there. The food was amazing, and it's always amazing at Aloha Kitchen, sharing aloha all the time.
All over the place, yes. And she is just all over the valley, supporting, and she is sponsoring the next Mahalo Halo.
Yes.
We want to give her some love because, it takes a lot to run many businesses, let alone do events as well.
Yeah.
She's just an incredible human being. So, shout out to you, Lisa. And also, they have a Jackpot Bar and Grill on Jones. So if you have weddings, large party events, corporate events, they are booking for the summer. So make sure you guys check in with either Lepa or MC Lepa here will direct you in the right direction.
I'll be like,
Lisa,
go to Jackpot Bar and Grill. But you can check it out, of course, Aloha Kitchen, and then, of course, Jackpot Bar and Grill. And then, Lisa, congratulations to her and her amazing team. Let them keep on going. More blessings to you guys.
Always, amen. And so then this weekend, let's kick it off because there's so much going on.
Yes.
First of all, you and I, sis, mothering all week.
All week.
Parenting all week.
Forever.
Familying all week. Yeah. So shout out to our kids because they put up with us.
Oh, yeah. And we put up with them.
And them, yes. So shout out to you guys and the family. I want to, kick it off with this weekend. Tell us about what's going on.
Oh my gosh, so many things are happening just this weekend alone. I mean, let's start it off. I know that my youngest daughter, she dances with Nu'u Samoa Cultural Art. They're going to be performing, just one of the many performances that are going to be happening at the Talofa Fest, hosted and powered by Toalapai Productions, Virginia Toalapai. Congratulations. I mean, it's going to be a 3-day event happening April 11th, 12th, and the 13th.
Yes. So this time around, it's going to be in a different venue.
Yes.
And I know that it's going to be a 3-day event. So you guys check out Talofa Fest.
Yes.
You guys can check it out on Instagram.
Yes,
but I know
Instagram.
on Saturday, who are performing
I mean,
this weekend.
you got the Jets, you got Fat Joe, you got Bonafide, you have also all these new and upcoming artists that are coming up. Say Lala, that's my girl. I love her so much. So, you know, you guys want to make sure you guys go out there and support. Of course, like I said, Nu'u Samoa, as well as some other youth groups that are going to be performing there as well.
Yes.
So she has a great lineup. So you guys don't want to miss out on that event.
And it's going to be there for the first time. So
Yes.
make sure you guys, get the tickets now.
Yeah, at ticketwave.net. You can get that
Perfect.
on there.
So
check
April
them out.
11th, 12th, and 13th.
Yes.
All right. So that's the first thing. One thing down.
Yes, one thing down. Now the next thing coming up is it's called the Afio Mai Samoa Day. That's going to be happening April 11th and 12th at the same time. But this is actually something separate because it's a sporting event.
Sporting event, yes.
So this is actually something that's hosted by I know our sister Tofu. We're going to talk more about that. She and her team and alongside with other people are going to be they're going to be hosting that event. It's going to be like I said, April 11th and 12th.
12th,
and then
correct.
you can look up that information. Look up
It's going to be at the LV ballpark.
Oh.
LV ballpark.
No.
No. Oh my gosh. See, there's so much going on. Hi. Let's rewind. Bring it back. Afio Mai.
Yeah, Afio Mai Samoa Day. You can look it up on Facebook. They have the location there that they're going to be supporting because it's going to be a lot of teams. She confirmed there's 11 teams. And we'll talk more about that later. But that event's happening. And then on April 12th is the 90s good old days.
Yes.
It's all the Hawaii's greatest that are going to be coming out. So you guys want to make sure. There we are. Afio Mai 3-part series.
Oh my
But
gosh.
the first part is happening this weekend. Okay, guys. So check it out.
All right. 3, 1, 2, 3. Got it. 1, 2, 3.
Now we got a Afio Mai, but now we're moving to the good old days, 90s, the 90s good old days music festival. It's going to be happening at the downtown Las Vegas Event Center, hosted, of course, by a host of people. But I know Hawaii's Finest is going to be one of the main sponsors of that event. You have Kapena, the headliner, BET, 3 Plus, Penny Dean. These are amazing artists from the islands of Hawaii, bringing it back old school because this is the 9th island. So, of course, they're going to bring that happening this Saturday. And this is just this weekend.
That's a lot going on. Hold on. I'm tired already. Okay, that's 3. What's the 4th one? April 14th.
Yes.
And perfect timing because we have our special VIP guest in the house today. April 14th, Istorya is in the building. Hi, guys.
Istorya,
Welcome. How's it? You are so busy. I know that you guys are all over the valley right now promoting and making sure that everybody knows about Istorya.
Yes.
Taking place. Mr. Walbert Castillo, you are such a, what is it called? Trailblazer here. We want to make sure that you're spotlit and made aware of what's going on. Everybody has to come out to this one. This is your
second Isang Kusina.
Isang Kusina, right.
Yay, I'm so excited.
So let's talk about it. April 14th.
April 14th at Winnie and Ethel's downtown and Hut Ranch Plaza.
Oh, nice.
Right next to that vintage theater that they're planning on remodeling and renovating.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll be a 6-course prefix dinner with 6 chefs that we are flying out from all across the country. Top Filipino chefs who've worked at Michelin-starred restaurants. They've been awarded several awards, being nominated as James Beard.
Wow.
And they've appeared on Top Chef as well as Food Kitchen, Food Network, rather.
That is so fun. You know what? You have done so much in the last, 3, 4 years.
2.5 years since Istorya first.
Feels like more because you've been doing so much and it's been making such a big impact on so many people. So, I mean, congratulations, first
Thank you so
foremost.
To both of you guys. And of course, alongside you is Monica. Hi, doll. How are you?
I'm here, yes. Morale always.
No, it takes a team. It does take a village to really, lift up the little babies.
No, it does.
The vision, right?
Especially with everything that you guys put into this amazing event. One of a kind, unique. I've never heard of anything like that. It's so wonderful. And a lot of people, they don't know what this is really about. So kind of sum it up for us. Like, what is it about? And then tell us, because I know each one is different. Right? So tell us more about that.
Yeah, I can speak to, initially being a guest at an Istorya dinner. I didn't know what I was walking into necessarily, but I think I didn't really. I care, but it's like it didn't matter to me that the chefs, had awards and features and they were a big deal. Of course, it adds to the experience. They know what they're doing. Yeah. But I think just the whole concept, right, of people coming together as a collective under one kitchen. I think, of course, because the Philippines we're also separated, and even in the diaspora, right, in America too. It's just it symbolizes something even deeper to me.
Come on.
Like breaking down generational cycles, generational trauma, colonial mentality. To me, crab mentality is a theme in the Filipino culture, and I'm sure many cultures can resonate. But it's just a really powerful moment that resonated, and I stuck around after my first event.
Come on,
there you go. See, story time with Istorya.
I love that.
We have to tell the story in order to either change it or to be a part of it, right? So I'm glad that you guys are both here, because I know that you guys are working to make this another successful event.
That's
and
right.
Great news, everybody, because you're such a big support and want to make this more of a success. We are giving away how many tickets, sister?
Not one, but two tickets to this next event.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, and it's happening soon, you guys. And you guys who are watching right now, and you guys are in Las Vegas area, you guys can actually win 2 tickets. And I don't know how we're gonna do this. How are we gonna do this, sister?
Well, we're gonna just keep talking, and then at the end of the program, we're gonna ask a few questions. And if you guys are tuned in and listening, you guys will have a chance to win the 2 tickets.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and
Tune into the comments.
Right?
y'all.
Oh, that's right. The comments, and we are watching. So
Am I-
I'm not gonna try to watch. It's in delayed, but it's okay. We're still watching.
Yeah.
So the venue is. Let's talk about the venue,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
I know you plant your events at different venues. This one is going to be at
Winnie and Ethel's.
okay. And
in
what are they
downtown.
known for?
So they are Filipino owned, and they're actually one of the restaurants that are being featured for Filipino Food Month, which is April. So
Okay.
yeah, we are,
we are.
in full swing
Wow.
for
That's
Filipino
beautiful.
Food Month. Winnie and Ethel's, to
like
give
a
you a bit of
diner,
background,
like
it's an upscale diner. Yeah, and it's reminiscent of the chef who was half Filipino,
Okay.
of his mom's, breakfast dishes.
Nice.
And
Those are the
it's in
best.
combination with the other owner's mom, Winnie and Ethel. So
Okay.
both of their moms are being
Oh,
up
I
for
love
display.
that. I
And
love
as you
that.
walk in the hallway, you'll see both of them pictured. It's been amazing to see their growth, because they started out as a pop-up restaurant too for about a couple of years.
Okay.
And then they won the space.
Wow.
It was a $1 million valued space after winning a coffee competition.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they just knocked it out of the ballpark, and they were awarded that space. So
Wow.
they are
Love
there.
Wow.
Yeah. And so we've been
quite a
talking up
journey.
with them for several times actually. It's a very intimate space. We love popping up there, and the owners are so kind, Mal and Aaron, Chef Aaron.
Nice.
I love that journey. You said, like, because for them they were doing pop-ups as well, like what you guys are doing as well.
Yeah.
And then finally they won that space to be able to create that, and now they have a place where everybody can go to, not just
Exactly.
Filipino, but all nations can come there and just enjoy and partake. But specifically with your guys'
It's so good
events,
to work with.
it's gonna be just the way it's all coming together. We're just so excited. I mean, so what specifically our region are we going to be talking about
Yeah.
for this event specifically?
So, as you know, Istorya has always been about highlighting the many chapters across Philippine history. We saw that in the previous dinner series where we focused on Sulu, or the Muslim Filipino chapter. Now, what's really exciting about this event, actually, I'll leave it to Monica to tee this up, because I know she loves talking about this, but for those that haven't had a taste of Istorya's chapter 1, chapter 2, or chapter 3, this is the space to do that.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm particularly very excited because I wasn't around for chapter 1. I wasn't
on.
around for Origins,
Right.
but I did experience Binondo. But just to come back, Origins is pre-colonial, so before anyone. For any influences. And then we moved to chapter 2, which was Binondo, Chinoy food, so Chinese influence and that cultural exchange. Chapter 3 was our previous chapter, Sulu, where we shared the cuisine and culture of Muslim Mindanao, southern Mindanao.
Yes.
And so it's a culmination point. We're combining all three. We assigned well, chefs collaborated and they kind of chose which chapter that they would cover of Istorya's previous dining series. So, I finally get a taste of origins as well.
God.
So
6-course prefix dinner with 6 chefs tackling each and every course, and it'll 2 chapters per course.
Oh my God.
I always want to know the backstory of how everybody got to where they're at, but now that you're flying them in, it's a big deal, because not only are you going to learn about the food that they're presenting, but also their story and how they got there, because we are all immigrants in a sense. I'm here, but we don't know our stories. So now that we can share, the success of these 6 individuals, I think that's really cool. So thanks for flying them in. Hi.
Yeah, well,
Are they flying together?
Yeah, we wish, but
On the
they
same
are
plane.
all flying in from different areas of the country.
Right.
And actually, I can tackle the first 3, and Monica can go with the next 3. You want to do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
We have a little cheat sheet, to be honest.
No, I love cheat
There's
sheets.
there's so
Yeah.
much
They're the
best.
information.
There's so much.
And that's
Yeah.
we all have our cheat sheets. We're all
Yes, yeah.
We have cheat sheets in front of us right now. Yes. So go ahead.
And also, quick question with the raffle: would we want to go on Instagram Live as well to
Yeah, you
cast more
guys should
comments as well?
definitely.
Yeah.
We
What
can
would be-
log on now if you guys want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Well, we can go ahead and speaking about hitting it out of the ballpark. April
We'll come
17th.
back to them.
Yeah,
So,
we'll
yes.
come back to Isang Kusina, but for
Yes.
now, April 17th, we're gonna pick it up with
Yes.
the Ohana Days
Ohana,
at the LV
yes.
ballpark.
Ohana night, Las Vegas ballpark with the Las Vegas Aviators. You guys want to make sure you guys check it out. They're gonna be out there. We're gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there.
In the
They're
heat.
gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there, of course. But the Las Vegas Aviators, they're gonna be playing. They're gonna take on the Sugarland Space Cowboys.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Right? If you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, you know.
So, Las Vegas Aviators, we're so happy that we're teaming up with them alongside with the Las Vegas Hawaiian Civic Club. A portion of the proceeds are actually going to go back to helping us create sponsorships or scholarships for our keiki, for young men, young women, children, adults as well. They're going to be having specials. There's going to be a pregame concert kind of like thing. So we're going to have music, dancing, and there's also going to be a chance that you can win 2 weekend passes to the last weekend of this, month, April 26th and 27th, Holo Holo Festival. That's going to be happening. So April 17th.
That is so much fun because Holo Holo is, wrapping up April.
Yes.
We have the April 26th and 27th presented by Good Vibes.
Yes.
So Holo Holo, your girl, MC LepaLeps
Yes.
is going to be on stage. It's so much fun, guys. If you haven't Holo Holoed, you got to go.
You gotta
and
go.
Holo Holo.
Yes. But before that,
Right.
on the
Oh, yeah.
17th at the same
We
time.
just keep skipping all these things. There's so much going on. Hello.
So at the same time, April 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. Of course, for those of us who are celebrating the birth and the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, at the same time too, Pure Aloha is
Pure
happening
Aloha.
at Desert Breeze Park. That's going to be happening the 17th through the 20th.
20th.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pure Aloha, they're going to be having a lot of the local Polynesian dance groups. You're going to have vendors literally from all over coming to this event, as well as food vendors, and then of course entertainment, music, concert, all captivated in one spot.
Nice.
Just as these guys are coming together back to, Istorya, I love it how they're gathering all these amazing chefs.
Right.
And so that weekend is another weekend where a lot of amazing artists and creatives are going to be gathering together from the Ninth Island.
Yeah.
And they're going to be sharing their culture, their love and support. But I'm so excited that so many things, not only just Polynesian and the Ninth Island moving, but as well as what's going on. I mean, I can't get over the six amazing chefs that are coming.
No, I know. And, with all these events, a lot of us are just exploring new vendors,
Yeah.
new restaurants, new flavors. Not
Yeah.
everybody gets to, check out the Polynesian world and then
Right.
the Filipino world all in a span of 2.5 weeks. And then you also go to the most southernmost region of
Right.
the Philippines and really experience, a different type of cuisine. So I just want to congratulate everybody because April has been just a lot of goings on. So
Yes.
we're not
Absolutely.
even what are we? April 9th? What are we today? April
Today
9th.
is the
Yeah.
9th, yes.
And it's not even, halfway there, and we're already gearing up to the end, which is so exciting.
And sister, just think, not only are these amazing events going on, but Vegas is still Vegas. There's so many things that are happening outside of even our understanding or knowing, but we're so excited that we can actually pull these events, these local events that are happening right here, happening right now. And that, as you said, like, we're just going live on Facebook and on Instagram. And like we were talking about earlier, you get a chance to win 2, not 1, but 2.
Yeah,
Two
you
tickets.
can bring mom, you can bring tita, you can bring tito.
You could bring me,
Lola.
you could bring Toni.
Yeah, or we can go. So we are going to give away 2 tickets sponsored by PHLV and TRPL Real Estate.
Yes.
We're going to plug because we want to make sure that we're supporting each other, but supporting this amazing Isang Kusina second annual. And we want to also, experience it with you, and we want the feedback and we want to share those experiences. So Walbert, we are live on Instagram.
We are.
I think we are. Yeah.
People
Okay, let's wait for them to join in.
Join in.
I've seen you grow in your followers, or I guess fans, right? And those that are really a part of what you're doing. And I think it's such a cool thing because not only are you reaching just Las Vegas, but you're going international.
Come on.
And the power of social media, I think it's so strong that we can do that. And then when you go to Philippines and we can watch your journey, it's so fun. It is so fun, guys. You guys got to follow Istorya LV on Instagram and Facebook, right? All right, so let's talk about these 6 chefs, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Do it.
I'll go first. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go through the number of chefs that'll be participating at Isang Kusina.
Okay.
This Monday, April 14th. So the first chef that we have on our amazing lineup is Kimmy McIntosh.
Alright.
She
Chef
represents
Kimmy.
Milkfish Bake Shop. You probably have seen them locally pop up at Fuku Burger and some of the
So
other
good.
amazing events. But as you know, Kimmy and Josh, they were both nominated as the 2024 James Beard semifinalists for Outstanding Pastry Chef and Baker.
Wow.
And that is right here in Vegas, which is so amazing. To be able to have that kind of, representation
right?
and acknowledgement within our Filipino community is so amazing. And
Yes,
I'm just
mabuhay.
really proud to have had them come along for the ride.
Oh.
The next
Y'all are
person.
so sorry. Y'all are so good at this.
We're so good at it.
We're feeling it
I'm all
with
trying to
you.
look on the other I'm like,
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
No, because when it's so exciting and I mean, this is such a beautiful event. We don't want anyone to miss out on this. You
Right.
guys, I mean, I never had the chance, but it's like you get a chance to walk into history. You get a chance to walk through history.
Absolutely.
And not only that, you get to eat.
Yes.
Girl, that's our love language. It's
Love
like
language
the
number
seventh-
The universal
Yeah,
language.
it's,
Yeah.
it's the ultimate. I say it's
I love
number
that.
one. But,
Number one.
That's just
Top.
us. But I love it that you guys talk that through food. And so,
Yes.
so keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. So, up next is a friend of mine as well. I actually met him in my time in New York. It's Chef Harold Villarosa.
Hi, Harold.
He is based in Austin, Texas. Recently opened a new spot called Oko. OKO.
Okay.
He
Oko.
actually
Okay.
he was named New York's NY1's New Yorker of the Week to
Nice.
Starting in Vices, Munchies, Bon Appetit, and Food Network's Barbecue Brawl.
Wow.
Something I love about him when he, what I've seen from his Bon Appetit, videos is he always reminds you at the very end, never forget where you came from.
Come on.
Otherwise, you'll become an peephole. But the first
peephole.
portion
Right.
is very important to us and aligns with everything Istorya.
Yeah.
Love that.
And what's really exciting about Chef Harold's journey is that he started out as a dishwasher at McDonald's,
Yeah.
and then went on to work at Noma in Denmark,
That's
Wow.
beautiful.
one of the pristine restaurants of the world. He actually, I'm so inspired by him. He actually was in almost like a conference.
Yeah, I think it was like a food conference, and I don't know if it was the owner of Noma. I'm sure some big deal person,
Right.
but I think it was an open Q&A. He went up there on the mic and he literally asked, can I work for you?
Yeah.
In front of thousands of
and
people.
they were like, well, now I can't say no.
You can't say no now, right? Yeah.
Wow. Talk about right place at right time.
Yeah, if you don't ask, the answer is
And
no.
if you don't,
Yeah.
if you don't ask, then you won't. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow. He took
If
a
you don't
chance.
ask, you won't know.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he took an opportunity, and now look at that. Now he's sharing his amazing
Beautiful.
gift with everyone.
Yes.
So
Seriously.
wow. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's amazing to have had his presence here. And so actually transitioning to the next chef, James Bailey, who also had a stint in Noma as well, but their experiences didn't overlap. So it's so
okay.
funny that like one to the next, and there's all this connective thread. But he is another local chef in Vegas, and he is currently the executive chef at Momofuku Las Vegas at the Cosmopolitan
Nice.
Oh my God.
on the Strip.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's really amazing to sort of see how each and every chef has taken their own sort of approach and how they will do that. We'll see on Monday.
I love that you did the equal opportunity here. It's 3 men and 3 female. Yes.
Oh, okay.
We got to represent. I think we were talking about Chef. I'm going to jump real quick to Chef Kat because she was one that we were privileged to meet in the last event. She's so humble, just very so kind. So shout out to the women, because it is one of the male dominated, careers or line of work. So yeah, just shout out to the women. And speaking of the next one, who is our next chef?
Female chef
Yeah.
Monique. And she is the owner and chef of Tarts de Fabis in Oakland, California. Shout out to the Bay.
Okay.
Bay
Oakland.
Area.
Bay Area.
And
Like,
she's amazing. Oh my gosh. She and all the chefs are amazing. It's so insane. I'm like, how did we bring these together? She was
well, because you're amazing. That's
Yeah,
why.
because
okay.
that's why.
It's because you guys are
Like,
amazing.
it's right.
Okay.
Yes, that's
You
why we're
guys-
here too.
You know,
'cause you're amazing.
we appreciate you.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
So
And
amazing.
I mean,
go ahead.
okay, sorry.
But Monique, Chef Monique, was on Top Chef
Yes.
season 19 on
Come
Bravo.
on.
That's
And she was also on
amazing.
Food Network's Battle of the Decades, where she won the episode.
My
And
gosh.
so this year, she was nominated as James Beard Awards semi-finalist for Outstanding Pastry
That's awesome.
Chef or Baker.
Right.
So it's really amazing to see not only Kimmy, who also is on that same award from last year, but also this year now.
Oh wow.
And there's just like that semblance that we all have here, even
Yeah.
though respectively we're in different areas of the country.
Right. I love that. Oh my
We are
goodness.
so happy to have you guys here today because it's this is a part of history. I think when we get older a little bit, we're gonna look back and be like, hey, remember those events that were a stepping stone to what could possibly be, right? So we can't fast forward, but I love that you have that now, and we're in it, and we're able to really be a part and take part of it with you guys as best as we can. So yeah, number
you.
5.
Okay,
number five.
Number 5.
Another friend of mine, my friend Chef Josh Espinoza of Sampa, LA. So he's coming in from Los Angeles. Some of his accolades are that Sampa was named Best Filipino Restaurant in downtown LA.
All right.
That's
And
my
then
old
Yelp's
hood.
top 5 Filipino restaurants in LA. So we're really,
wow.
privileged to have him and, to see his journey.
Beautiful.
When I met him, he hadn't even started, his own restaurant.
Okay.
And I can definitely see a lot of his roots show up in the way that he, presents the food. He's a creative at heart as well.
Nice.
So, similar to Walbert, all the creatives cooking in the kitchen.
And he was a professional dancer, hip hop dancer before he
Right.
started his own restaurant.
Who
I
wasn't
believe.
though?
You know,
in their minds.
I mean, in
Cabo
we're
Right.
we're from California too. We're born and raised Cali girls right here. San Diego. We
you could be saving lives and you're
We-
doing a 2-step. Like,
yeah. You'd be like, hey, clear.
clear.
You know, like just
Bum, 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 bum.
But you know what? Like I said, like
go.
every single one of them, like just the way you guys are talking about them and describing
Right.
how they're amazing, but they've accomplished so many great things, and yet they have not forgotten where they've come from. They want to make sure that they teach the next generation and give them an opportunity to embrace their culture and
Right.
say, hey, like I remember your story, Walbert, where you saying, I didn't know who I was. I wanted to find out who I was, and when I did, I'm like, wait a minute. I need to help others so that they can come up and find their journey and their way too. And so, I mean, just chicken skin. Oh my gosh, all
chicken
around. Just,
And torch off.
oh my gosh, no, but it's just
Adidas.
so,
Oh, we got to tell sister about Adidas.
you know,
Tell
Yeah,
her what
yeah.
it is.
Outside of the sneaker itself, it's a Filipino street food. That, funny enough, Chef Josh, who we're mentioning right now, that's his dish that he's tackling.
Yes.
oh,
And
Adidas.
it's chicken feet.
Oh, well,
Adidas.
Yeah,
Three
with the 3
Wow.
stripes. So when
Wow.
it's like, hi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, look at that. I guess it was meant for me to say
Segue.
chicken skin.
Chicken
Yeah.
skin,
I guess
yeah.
it was meant to be.
Well, that one's amazing because he's doing a really unique approach because we oftentimes. So he was assigned Binondo
Okay.
with Chinese Filipino. And so essentially he was like, okay, I loved going to dim sum restaurants growing up with my family. How do I make this beloved street food classic, but give it a different approach
Right.
with the presentation? So he went out of his way and he bought dim sum containers.
Right.
And then you're going to be served the...
It's a whole experience.
Yeah,
Right.
you're going to be
What?
served the Adidas
Yes.
in the dim sum container,
Yeah.
but when you open it, there's going to be dry ice, so
Oh.
it'll just come out steaming.
So it's going to be a theatrical
Yes.
kind of.
Yeah.
It
You
has
know,
emotions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna
You're gonna feel
you're
it.
gonna feel the
You're gonna feel it,
emotions
yeah.
Right.
of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we should give. I think we won the ticket.
I think we won. Yay! We love our going.
And
No,
like-
we're just joking.
Like we were
So
saying,
if
you
you're
guys,
tuned in,
if you're tuned
yeah.
in, make sure. I think you know what. Oh yeah, we're gonna ask the question, and you guys have to answer, and we'll
Yeah.
put you in a drawing, and so we'll see. So
We don't even know the questions because we're
Yes.
just kindly
It's-
talking about all this
I
stuff.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Casually hanging out.
Casually
Yeah.
hanging out.
That's
All right.
Talking about Istorya.
Yeah.
All right, and history, and oh my gosh, all the goodness that comes with it. So, oh my goodness.
Last but not least, we have Chef Kat, who you've been with
Yes.
from the first
Day
day,
one.
from day one, right? She's your day one. So Chef Kat,
Chef
let's talk
Kat,
about
let's
her.
go.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, with Chef Kat, she went to culinary school in Napa and did some pop-ups in the Bay at one point. Essentially, her story led her to moving here to Las Vegas with her now husband. And while she was here in Vegas, she was working as the executive sous chef at Momofuku at the Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of overlap here as
Yeah.
far as connectivity.
That's right. That's right.
And essentially, she's been with us since day one and has taken us to Vegas's best pop-up restaurant awarded by the Las Vegas Weekly.
Yeah.
And so that's just been such a crazy opportunity to be able to shine a light on what we love doing. And Monica said this earlier. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter about the awards or the accolades. I think really what we're all about is wanting to uplift
Yeah.
and
Right.
being able to give people that nudge of that disconnect
Yeah.
Yeah.
and remind them, this is what Filipino
Yeah.
is and means,
Yeah.
but for other non-Filipinos, like this is what Filipino cuisine is about as well.
Right, right.
Yeah, and this is what can happen when we come together as a collective. It's very empowering. And I just wanted to mention, because we walked in and you were talking about your kids and being, parents, and 5 out of 6 of our chefs for this event, they're all parents.
Yeah, that's right. I remember Chef Kat
Yeah.
mentioning that too.
It doesn't
Yeah.
stop. Your
Yeah.
dream does not end because you become a parent. I think you are ignited a bigger responsibility
Yeah.
to pursue your dream and to really set foot in that kitchen and, prepare that meal. Because if you don't, your kids are watching and they're like, hey, what about your dream? What did you want to be?
Right.
There's a lot of people that have these talents and gifts that sit because they think, parenting is yes, absolutely. We got to rear our children.
Right.
But, don't let your dream die because you feel that it's over because of
This is
parenthood.
true.
But thank you for acknowledging that, because we do our best. It's a balance of trying, doing,
Yeah.
and then thinking and dreaming. So
And also too, it's motivation to keep
yes.
to pursue and
One
to keep
another.
that, because like we were talking about, give those younger generation an opportunity to learn
Right.
more. And when you were talking earlier about it's deeper, it's connected. It's actually in some cases healing.
Yes.
Healing when you because look at that, food again is healing.
Yes, yeah.
It's comfort. It's joy. It's
It's a
understanding.
portal. Food is a portal.
It's definitely a way to connect people together and bring people together, and as well as like we were talking about, to help our children so that they can pass it on to the next generation as well. So it's really powerful.
What are you guys up to? I mean, I know besides, Istorya, let's talk about what you guys have. Any goals in the next, year? I know personal goals. You guys are currently well, there's no like secret or anything. I think we want to get to know you outside of Istorya too a little bit. Because I know you travel, Walbert. I know you also have your career, but aside from the career, you're taking this feed on. So let's talk about you and see what what the creative Istorya does.
Yeah, so outside of Istorya, I currently have my full-time job with Amazon as an associate creative director. So what that entails is working for the brand marketing team. If you're familiar with AWS, it's a cloud computing technology. And so it essentially is the backbone of a lot of businesses across the globe.
Right.
And so my role is being able to tell stories about the impact of the technology that AWS has had on communities.
Wow.
And for me, being one of the only people of color on the video team, it's an opportunity for me to tell the stories who don't have the platform, who don't have the story to tell as often as they could. And here is an opportunity to do that. So that's always been my passion. I come from a journalism background.
That's right.
And so essentially like everything has been very much connected from my love for storytelling and my passion for it. And then outside of my full-time job, I would say like from time to time, there is a bit of time I can catch up on Netflix shows and
Right.
movies. And
I like long walks on the beach.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no beach here. I'm like wait,
long walk on Lake
walks on
Mead.
the beach.
on Lake Mead and hiking in Red Rock.
Yeah, but I also that and just I love eating at different restaurants as well. I know that's very much a step in line with Istorya, but
It's
I
in
do
alignment,
enjoy
for sure.
visiting restaurants, and it's a whole hodgepodge here in Vegas. So really I want to see new restaurants, and there's no bias. I think any restaurant that opens its doors is an opportunity to learn more about their story.
That's right.
And eat their dishes. And so it's really nice. When I was living in DC before Vegas, there were so many restaurants in that area. With it being so diverse, you have all the embassies representing each of the different countries. So there would be a restaurant representing for that embassy.
Wow.
So over here, while I miss Ethiopian food, you don't see as much, but really, if you drive down, there's little Ethiopia.
Yes, there is.
And you're like, oh my gosh, like, let me relive that experience because I loved doing that in DC.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I love trying new restaurants.
Okay. What about you, Monica? What's your thing? Let's learn
What's
a
my
little bit.
Istorya?
Yeah. What's
Jay.
your Istorya?
Where do I even start? I was in New York before I moved to Vegas, so I'm only a year into living into Las Vegas.
You're a
Thank
newbie.
you
I was like,
to everybody for welcoming me in. And if it weren't for Walbert, it would have been a lot harder for me to find community, honestly. But my background is more, so I have more of the engineering kind of background, but I pivoted into doing more wellness, health and wellness, personal training.
All right.
I accidentally, I accidentally created a 500,000 following online on social media,
on
built the
TikTok.
business through that. But I kind of realized too, same with Walbert, we both grew up in the Midwest, and I felt that sense of disconnection despite all of the connection online, right?
Right.
I'm a pro at building virtual communities. We started a nonprofit called Fil-Am.
Come on.
They're all coming here this weekend to participate in all the activities too.
That
So it's
is
all
awesome.
coming together.
Nice.
But I guess as of right now, outside of the community organizing, I do a lot of mental health advocacy. My personal training turned into trauma-informed personal training. So I would work with therapists and their clients and kind of teach them a lot of, how do you use the body as a vessel to healing, somatic healing and, feeling empowered through strength and through the tangible expression of your resilience mentally and physically and emotionally too. But
don't forget spiritually.
And spiritually, of course. That's where the food comes in too.
Hallelujah.
Right?
Won't he do it? Won't he will.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Yes, all the holistic, wellness without, putting a standard to what that might look like, right? So that's kind of what I enjoy doing, and I'm moving that more into the creative space. So we're really trying to create a movement of creative wellness. Because I've tried all of the different modalities and means of what it means to be well, but I find the creative process to be, a really accessible way to
yes,
to find
I think we find that very helpful in all aspects, because you're in the moment. You have to have that step by step. I guess you have the beginning, middle, and end. Sister and I are I think we're experts at it by this time. We don't usually have an ending because we get caught up in the middle, like, oh yeah, this
and then sometimes the ending is never what we expected it to be in the first place. But and then there may be multiple endings, but at the same time too, at least we've come to the ending. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just the whole aspect of the journey. But yeah, you're right. I mean, being creative can be it's absolutely. I know for us, it's definitely healing for us, because every time we come in and we bring in creatives and businesses and people to support them, it's inspiring. And we're sitting here, and then at the end we're like, oh, it just felt like a cup of coffee. We're just all we needed was food, and we're like, no worries, we can go eat.
I love it.
It's amazing. I love that you're doing that.
All right, well, go ahead.
Oh, I love this one thing that Monica says. It's like we're constantly creating, and we're oftentimes, these entrepreneurs are building, and we're taking care of other people, but no one's taking care of ourselves.
Oh yeah, the healers need healing as well.
That's right.
Yeah. It's I used to have a kind of an anchor phrase of, take care of yourself so you can take care of others. But I've evolved that now and now it's take care of yourself so we can take care of each other.
Right.
Love that.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's like put on your oxygen mask.
Yes.
First.
Yes, that's what they say at the airport, which I will be at.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
You want to get away?
Yeah, exactly.
Sponsor us. Anyway, all right. Well, let's get this contest on the road or in the air, wherever we're going.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So, are you on IG? Where are we at?
Are. So
you're on IG.
What we've been done is we pinned a comment in IG. Hi, everyone.
Perfect.
Essentially, whoever has left a comment during our live will be automatically raffled into this giveaway, and I assume Facebook as well.
We'll do that as well.
So we can.
They are.
I love it. So
drop your comments wherever you are, because the number of comments will be.
How did you want to?
Yeah. How would you?
You know what?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
We're creating right now. We're creating a process of who's gonna win these two tickets to Isang Kusina on April 14th. What time is the start time for that?
Yeah, so the start time for this specific ticket raffle is at 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
Yes.
So do not be Filipino time.
No, because don't miss out on the 6 courses.
We are doing 5 p.m. and punto.
Oh, don't miss out, because you're gonna miss. You want every single course,
minute and experience.
That's the most important thing, and not only that, but the story as well. You don't want to miss any aspect of this event.
What's really amazing too is just riffing off of the story. Our head of research from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, is flying in. Canada A. And I know it's crazy, but he's coming down. Andrew, we're so humbled. We're so grateful to have him on the team. And what we're going to be doing is every chef will have an opportunity to speak on the mic, but before we introduce them, each person on the research team of Team Istorya will talk about the history of that ingredient and the research as we pass the mic to the chef. to share why that dish aligns with their Istorya.
I love it. All right, guys, you heard it here first. Isang Kusina happening April 14th. So we're going to get this started. We have a few folks that are already pinned. We are on Facebook as well. Hi, Ate Sheila from Hawaii.
Aloha.
Aloha, Ate Adele, Ate Julie. So we just want to say what's up, everybody.
Yes.
Kamusta, mabuhay. And Kuya Enrico is online too. All right, so we are on IG.
We are on IG.
All right.
Yes.
So what we're going to ask is those that are tuned in right now,
Yes.
or if you were tuned in from the beginning,
Yes.
we're going to ask one question. This one question, whoever gets it first, you're going to get 2 tickets to Isang Kusina. Are we ready?
Ooh. Oh boy.
Are
They
we
have
Whoever
to-
answers first.
Whoever answers
We have
first.
some exciting music.
Boy. So we thought we were gonna put them all in a
Is it-
drawing, but now it's
Is it
we're
two,
gonna.
I guess, is
I
it
guess-
2 tickets or 1 ticket for one winner and 1 ticket for another, or all in?
I think it's all in.
All in,
Because you know,
okay.
if you were here from the minute 1, you're going to be here until the end.
Okay,
so
so-
beginning, middle, end. How
Thank
about
you.
that? Let's make it
Yes.
easy because then they can
Istorya.
bring
All
nanay, tatay, tito, tita, anybody,
And now
right?
it's gonna be Instagram versus Facebook because whoever answers
Whoever's
first.
first.
If it shows up on Instagram first, if it shows up on Facebook.
Are you ready?
And
Yeah.
I can't say who's faster because I think they're both linked. So
All right.
it doesn't matter.
So for the people tuning in, Tony is going to ask this question.
Right.
Yes.
And whoever
Okay.
gets it
right first.
First.
first
Are we ready,
will
Kuya?
essentially win the 2 tickets.
Perfect.
Are you all
To
ready?
Isang Kusina,
To Isang
yes.
Kusina.
To Isa Kusina.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Isang Kusina happening April 14th, 5 p.m. Don't be late. You guys, it's going to be at Winnie and Ethel's. We are going to ask you this one question. If you can answer this ASAP right away, first person in,
Oh, boy.
either Facebook or Instagram, if you get it right, you get 2 tickets, okay?
6 chefs.
Oh,
No, well, I was going to do a little bit more complicated question, Kuya.
okay.
Do you want to do that one? All right, are we ready?
All right.
Official question.
Official question.
What was the dish that we spoke about that is presented in a dim sum container with dry ice?
Okay, what is it?
What was the dish that's
Come
going
on,
to be
you guys.
presented
Let's see
with
who
dry
gets
ice in a dim sum
All
container?
right. Who's
So
gonna
we
answer?
have Facebook, nobody yet. If you are paying attention,
Yep.
what is the delicacy or
We got it.
yeah,
Who is it?
you can announce it, Walbert.
Jeno.
Doctor.
Jeno.
Dr. Jeno.
Shapno. He has said Adidas.
Yeah. All right, guys, congratulations. You get 2 tickets to this second Isang Kusina, April 14th. Walbert, go ahead and announce our winner for the 2 tickets. And then for everybody else, make sure you guys tune in to Istorya or check out Istorya LV on social media. Just for any updates and tickets, make sure you guys go get them because they sell out quick, right?
Yes, they do.
Congratulations.
We're excited.
You heard it here. Congrats to Dr.
Doctor?
Jeno Shapno for sharing and commenting and for answering trivia, and for
Yes.
staying with us during
The whole program.
the IG Live.
Yes, thank you so much for paying attention.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
All right, guys. Well, you guys heard it here first. Isang Kusina. We're here with Monica and Walbert, and we're just excited to promote all the things in April. Today was a beautiful day. It's still a beautiful day. Have a great evening. I'm your girl Toni Lopez with my sister.
Hey, MC LepaLeps, we love you guys. Aloha and mabuhay.
See you guys later.